Listen, I got some of my stuff back, thank God. Since I've been dealing with this, whatever this is, I did get some stuff back, stuff that money can't buy, and they ain't going nowhere else. But now that I know how sex work, you can't pay me to get in a relationship with nobody that easy, bro. The ancestors will have to tell me it's okay. But anyway, I remember talking to God about it because you get this institutional out when they put you in this situation. And it's helpful because you can't have nobody else. And but before I got there, and as I was getting here and God was telling me about all this stuff, even these apps, the computers and everything, God said when I had that near-death experience, God said, I read the whatever this is I'm supposed to go through. And I said, God, what is this? And I said, the Reaper was with us too, me, God, and the Reaper. And I called them both Grandpa. So I said, what is this? And God said, that's what you gotta go back and do. I said, man, how long I gotta do this? And God said, I did it. They locked me up in the box one time. And I had to stay in a whole lifetime. I had to stay in Earth for a whole lifetime. I said, what you do then? I learned how to breathe. And the Reaper said, he smoked and gave everybody counts. Something like that. They said something crazy. It was funny though. He said, hey, you know, you can just imagine he got this smoke around him. He said, I smoked, gave everybody counts. But anyway, because really they were trying to get him counts. He didn't know. He didn't intentionally do it. They was trying to give him counts. So he was smoking. And he gave it to them. And it went back to them or something like that. So I said, well, how long I gotta do this? I know I ain't gotta stay no whole lifetime down there and do this. Because there was other stuff, a part of this that I had to do. And I don't know I can't even remember if I done it or not. But it was awful. And God said, in due time you get out. Sometime. He liked saying sometime or someday. I said, come on, God. I kept getting on his nerve, You could tell he was getting frustrated. He said, I ain't gonna say he was getting frustrated. It was like a father and son moment. He said, 50 years old or 44. I ain't 42. I'm just 42 now. He said 50 years old. He said 50 years old or 44. He said, I'll put your life back together though. He said, what else he said? He said, what did he say? He said, he told me something else too. Well, I'm here though. I'm at that part that I read, so whatever I was reading must have been at the end of it. He just told me, he said, I think he said you gonna lose. What did he say? I can't remember. I think he was talking about this Ted or something. He was talking about how people, I think he was trying to tell me how they'll take stuff from you. You gotta try to get it back or whatever. It's just something to keep you entertained while this is going on. Like I said, somebody sold their soul and stole my energy. They had it in the car reading. I'm looking at the car reading. That's why God told me to look at the car reading, because I'm looking at the car reading. I don't look at car reading. And when God told me to look at the car reading, I'm looking at the car reading. I see this black woman in the somebody literally, I'm looking at car reading. And I'm in the country. Ain't no car, them car readers don't live here. And I see my window. on the front of this car window in my house, the front of this house, and I see this girl looking like a clown in the window like this. And she must have been one sold her soul, or she the devil. Oh, devil booty. Devil booty. Just when she came in here, I met her, but I seen her first on the cars. Go look at it. One of them car readers got some cars. And I figured I just put them all together. I said, look at them grouped up probably. And I figured they made them cars, but now that I sit here and think about it, maybe not. Cause she on the window like this, and she said, yeah, they gonna be trapped. This person gonna be trapped, but it was a woman dressed up in a clown suit, had makeup on her face, and she was like this. And then I meet the woman, and God said, she think it's funny. She ain't gonna realize, somebody ain't gonna realize that they sacrificed their own flame. Then so I meet this woman, and I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? That's when I knew something was up with that, with everything. Then I see this woman, then this woman come up in my yard, and she expected me to act a certain way and didn't see why I wouldn't act that way. I told her, I said, God said, "Cause you my opposite. You can't do magic on your opposite." And ever since then, that's all this stuff started going on. It's like the energy just so confused. But go look at it. One of them cars already got caught, and they got this woman sitting there like that. And then I meet this old crazy girl, and it's her. And I asked her about it. She just fussed me out and cussed me out and said something like, so what of it, N-word? You know? She's like, so what of it, N-word? The things people do for money. I wouldn't did this to my worst enemy. I wouldn't did this to a dog. You know how they sent them dogs out of space, them monkeys out of space? I wouldn't did it. I wouldn't did this to them. And it's like I heard about the magic people were putting on me. They had a magic where they wanted me to be a prostitute. They had a magic they wanted me to be an addict. It was like every one of these things I had to experience. Everything that they wanted me to go through, I had to experience it. And it was temporary, and it reflected back on them. And it's like they mutilated themselves. But her, she still winded up straight though, cause she alright. She'll be alright. That's why the weather ain't right around here. The weather ain't been right in that whole 2 years. I thought I was tripping. Me and my daddy both been talking about it. It's like everybody's starting to notice something off. It is something off. I felt this energy before though, with a female I used to hang with. Come to find out that same group of females is the ones that got something to do with this right here. They go around and do stupid stuff. I didn't know that though. They go around and just do crazy stuff. They didn't know it neither till now. I told them, y'all know y'all selling y'all soul doing that? It's like they ain't know. And in the car, in that same car reading, it said somebody accidentally sold their souls. It was them girls. It was them girls that did that. They stole energy. And when you sell soul, when you sell your soul, you take the energy of somebody else. That's who you keep trapped for a while or sacrifice. And if you can't kill that person, that energy gotta return back to that person. So it's like that person really just left in suspense, suspended mode till you died and again, I don't know, whatever. Or fade out. Some people don't die. I know somebody who sold their soul and didn't die. But they lost their soul and they live this miserable life. The life is miserable. Absolutely. Ooh, life is so horrible. And she know it. And she learned to deal with it. Let me get ready to go outside. She had learned to deal with it. I just know everybody that's a part of it, you gotta be careful when you're dealing with that person. People think, man, I done seen people group up and laugh at the person they sacrifice, but you must not know that if you laughing at the person they sacrificed, then you must be friends with the person who sacrificed that person. Your soul is in danger just for dealing with that person. You're in trouble just for dealing with that person. Because in my case, a lot of people participated in trying to keep me stuck before I finally got stuck in a situation where it's like, it's almost like I'm sticking myself, but that ain't anything. It's just whatever it is. It's whatever this is, it gotta last for so long. They got tension, rolling spell, all that's part of it. It'll all release when it's over. But yeah, I was like, y'all must not realize that you sell your own soul too. You lose it. I think they didn't realize it because some of them probably just friends of this person, but they helping.